The morning sun stretches across Heartland like it always has, casting gold over the barns and fields, painting peace over familiar land. Horses graze quietly. The dogs bark in the distance. On the surface, it's just another day on the ranch. But this stillness is a lie, one Amy can feel deep in her bones. The kind of silence that comes right before something breaks. Amy walks with purpose across the gravel, her boots crunching with each step, but her heart isn't steady. She knows this day is different. Something in the air feels heavier. Nathan is back. Not just passing through, not just visiting, he's here with intention. And whatever he's brought with him isn't small. It's big. It's dangerous. It threatens everything Amy has fought to protect. She sees him before he speaks. He's leaning against the fence, his posture relaxed but his eyes locked onto her. That stare, it's quiet, but it carries weight. He doesn't belong here, not really. Not the way Amy does. But somehow, he fits anyway. Like a song you didn't expect to love but can't stop hearing. Amy hates how easily her heart picks up speed just seeing him. She's been here before, too close to letting someone in, too close to losing herself in something she can't control. Their words are simple at first. Amy asks if he's been waiting long. Nathan answers with a small shake of his head, his voice low and steady. But beneath those quiet words is a deeper message. He's not here for small talk. He's here for something more. And Amy knows it. She feels it pressing in on her like a storm she can't outrun. He doesn't waste time. His proposal comes fast, not in words about love, but in the kind that demand a leap of faith. He wants Amy to join him in something new. A venture that could push the boundaries of what Heartland has always been. Something that might reshape the ranch, the future, and maybe even them. It's bold. Maybe reckless. But it's real. Amy stiffens. Not because she's surprised. But because she's afraid he might be right. Her entire life has been built around protecting what she loves. The land. The horses. Her family. Her daughter. She knows what it means to risk, and she knows what it means to lose. Nathan's challenge isn't just business, it's personal. He's asking her to step outside the line she's drawn around her heart. She turns away from him, looking out at the open fields like the answers might be hiding out there somewhere. But she can still feel his presence behind her. Solid. Unmoving. And patient in a way that unnerves her. What if it all falls apart? Her voice cracks slightly, the question slipping out before she can pull it back. She's not just talking about the proposal. She's talking about everything, the years she spent rebuilding after losing Ty, the quiet rhythm she's created to keep herself from falling again. Nathan doesn't flinch. He takes one small step closer. Just enough to close some of the space between them, just enough to let her feel the. As the morning unfolds, Heartland breathes with the rhythm of routine, but Amy's heartbeat no longer matches it. She moves through her chores like muscle memory, but her mind is still by that fence, where Nathan's words cut deeper than she expected. I'm not asking you to risk everything alone. I'm asking you to risk it with me. Those words echo with a force she can't shake. In the barn, she brushes down Spartan. The sound of the brush against his coat is familiar, grounding. This horse has seen her through every kind of storm, loss, love, recovery, but even now, the calm he brings doesn't silence the questions in her head. Amy knows this isn't just about the ranch. It's about the part of herself she's locked away for years, the part that dared to dream of something more. And Nathan, he sees that part. That's what terrifies her the most. Later, Luke corners her in the kitchen. Night has fallen on Heartland, but the questions Nathan left behind are louder than ever. Amy lies awake, the ceiling above her bathed in soft moonlight, but her thoughts are far from calm. Every word, every look, every quiet moment from that fence is replaying in her head like a loop she can't turn off. She told herself she needed time. But time isn't making the choice easier, it's making the weight of not choosing heavier. The next morning, Amy avoids the usual kitchen chatter. She grabs her coffee, slips on her boots, and escapes to the barn. It's always been her refuge, a place where horses speak in silence and healing doesn't need words. But even there, she feels restless. Spartan senses it too, shifting under her touch, ears flicking back as if picking up on something she's not saying. When Jack enters the barn, it's quiet between them. He doesn't pry, Jack never does. But after a moment, he leans on the stall door and speaks without looking at her. He was here again this morning. Helped Tim load hay. Amy doesn't answer right away. She finishes brushing Spartan's shoulder before setting the brush down and turning toward her grandfather. He wants me to partner with him on a training facility, she says finally. He's serious. He's got investors lined up, land he wants to lease near the highway, even plans for equine therapy programs. Jack nods slowly. Sounds like he's thought it through. He has, Amy says, then adds, too much. Jack raises an eyebrow. Or maybe just enough. That's when Amy says what's really on her heart. I'm scared, Grandpa. Jack nods, the corners of his eyes softening. You should be. She looks up, surprised. Jack continues, any decision worth making comes with fear. Especially the ones that change you. But I'll tell you this, standing still doesn't keep the pain away. It just traps you with it. Those words cut close. Because Amy knows he's right. She's been still for too long. Not lazy. Not passive. Just, safe. She's protected Lindy, held the ranch together, been the rock everyone leaned on. But in doing so, she's frozen a part of herself. The part that used to take chances. The part that used to believe in possibilities, not just responsibilities. She walks outside and looks across the pasture. Lindy is riding with Katie, laughing freely, her hair flying in the wind. Amy smiles, but there's sadness behind it. That kind of freedom is something she wants for her daughter, but she's not sure she believes it still exists for herself. Later that day, Amy finds herself walking the perimeter of the ranch, her boots tracing old paths worn deep over the years. Every post, every gate, every stone along the trail holds a memory. Her and Ty building fences. Lou arguing over plans. Jack teaching her how to read the wind. This place is more than home, it's her history. And that's the problem. Nathan isn't offering her a way back. He's offering her a way forward. And forward means change. That aft. Amy doesn't say yes that night. But she also doesn't say no. And in a place like Heartland, silence is never neutral. The next morning, the air feels different. Charged. The kind of charge that happens just before something breaks. You can feel it in the way the horses shift in their stalls, the way Jack's eyes narrow as he watches Amy chew carefully over breakfast, and in the way Lou moves around the kitchen, calm, but calculated. Word is spreading. Not gossip. Not yet. But something close to it, tension. The kind that rolls off people in glances and half-finished sentences. Jack hasn't said anything out loud, but Amy knows he's waiting. Watching. Hoping she'll come to her senses before stepping too far off what he considers the right path. And Lou, well, Lou isn't watching. She's planning. By noon, Amy finds herself in the middle of a surprise family meeting. The kind that's framed as a check-in but feels more like an intervention. Lou lays it all out, the risks, the possible fallout, the timing, the effect on Lindy. She even goes so far as to mention Ty. Not cruelly. Not manipulatively. But as a reality. As if to say, remember what it cost you last time. Amy listens. She stays quiet. Not because she agrees, but because she doesn't know how to explain the things she's beginning to understand. That staying in place out of fear isn't protecting her anymore. It's suffocating her. Tim chimes in, blunt as ever, saying Nathan's proposal sounds too polished. Too fast. People like that always come with a price, he mutters. Jack doesn't argue. He just says, "You've been through enough, Amy. You don't need to prove anything." And that's the moment Amy speaks. "I'm not trying to prove anything," she says. "I'm trying to figure out if I still believe in more than just getting by." The room goes quiet. Lou's face softens, but her voice doesn't. "And what if you're wrong? What if he lets you down?" Amy looks at her sister, pain flashing behind her eyes. "Then I'll survive it. I've survived worse." But survival isn't what she wants anymore. She just doesn't know how to say that out loud. Later, Jack finds her fixing the gate near the round pen. He doesn't speak right away, just grabs a tool and helps. It's his way of showing he's not mad. That he's still with her. But eventually, he does speak. "Whatever you decide," he says, "make sure it's your decision. Not his. Not ours. Yours." Amy nods. But his words echo long after he walks away. Because the truth is, she doesn't know whose voice she's following right now, her own, or the one she's been trying to bury for years. The one that used to believe in starting over, in big ideas, in second chances. That night, she meets Nathan again. They sit in his truck, parked at the edge of the property, where the fields meet the trees and the stars are clearer than anywhere else. "I didn't expect everyone to turn on me," she says quietly. "They're not turning," Nathan replies. "They're tea."